What's up, everybody? We back. In today's video, mother kicked her out on the street, 8 months pregnant, then put her in jail.
I need y'all to know I always come with receipts. And if you've been following me since I got out of jail in May, you know my life has been a Tyler Perry movie or a goddamn Tyler Perry sitcom. But I'm going to have to take it up one. I think I'm in the Beloved and Color Purple and Miss Celie and Miss Oprah Winfrey at OWN Network. I'm in that demographic. But let me tell you what just happened. Look right here, because y'all know I always come with receipts. See, y'all know I'm battling to get my daughter back from the Department of Children Family Services in Cobb County. Well, there's a person that follows my TikTok that is very pissed off and lost their job, or they didn't get their contract renewed. So they've been using their resources because they were in a high position to find out more about my case. I need y'all to understand. I was incarcerated for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Just to catch you up, if this is your first time seeing my video and it's on the FYP, watch part 1 and go all the way. I don't know how long this gonna go, God. Just lead me in the right direction, because we gonna get freed, okay? Because I'm not scared of shit. I ain't scared of my family. And I damn sure ain't scared of all you black people out there telling us keep stuff in the house. No, I'm a field nigga. All right, let's get right into it. And I'm gonna try to stay as calm as possible, because they always trying to use my aggression as the a reason not to pay attention to the message. So I'm learning to keep it calm, cool, and collected, because I had a dream from my great grandmother, the most powerful woman in my entire family, the great Jessie Lee Daniels, who taught me everything I need to know. A lot of y'all don't even know that she still talks to me spiritually, and she won't even speak to y'all. But let me.
I don't know what's going on here, but hey, 8 months pregnant, being kicked out on the street, then your own mama having you put in jail, like, that's wild. Like, what's going on? Did you do something to provoke your mom to kick you out 8 months pregnant? And to all my female subscribers or females who watching this, if you was in her mother's shoes, is there something that your child, your daughter could do to you to make you that mad and upset to still kick her out on the streets, even though she's 8 months pregnant? Is there something that could be that detrimental that you would kick your own child out on the streets 8 months pregnant? Let me know in the comments, ladies.
But let me take it back to 2019, why it's always important to listen to God and listen to the people that he sends to you in the spirit, in your dreams, to guide you along. In 2019, she showed me a dream, and this is after I had my daughter all natural by myself at 35 weeks due to stress and the amniotic sac rupture after my mother threw me out of her house for falsified lies when I was 8 months. Can you imagine a young woman having a child by herself after her mother throws her out of her house? 2022, this past spring, I got into an altercation with this woman named Angela Williams, right? An older woman that lived downstairs and had only been in my apartment complex for a few months. I had been over there, been there 2.5 years, never even had a trash violation or noise complaint, no altercations with anybody in that entire building, didn't even know nobody's name until this year, okay? Long story short, the police came, they didn't have any evidence. They said, the woman said that I had pulled a knife on her, tried to kill her, rubbed the knife up against her car, and she was scared for her life.
Wow.
So I lost my apartment. That November, I lost my car. I felt like somebody stole it from the apartment complex, could never prove it. The apartment complex provided me with the tow company that works for them. When I called them, they had no knowledge of my car being stolen, but that's going to play into what's going to go down today. Because since you want to play with me, you light-skinned, illiterate, house nigga bitch, a.k.a. my mother.
What?
I ain't going to say your name.
Man, she going off on her moms. Ooh-wee. Man, but dang, she had the baby all natural, all by herself. Hey, I could understand. Yeah, she tight. She tight.
My mother threw me out of her house. Let me tell you why. It's the same pattern my whole life. Sandra, you threw me out of your house because I was at your house. You didn't want me there, but you knew the right thing to do for your image is to ask me to be there. I had just concluded my first year coaching track and field. I won a national championship. I had another job already offered to me. You told me not to take the job because it was my first time having a kid. Now looking back on it, you told me not to take the job because you hate when I always succeed and outshine you. And that is the most nonsensical narrative, because you would think that you would push me to be a great coach in the sport that I was great at. But moving right along, she threw me out of her house when I was 8 months pregnant after I caught her in the living room on the phone with one of my family members lying on me, telling them how I didn't want my cousins at my gender reveal because they weren't college educated like my other friends, not knowing that the only people that were college educated at my gender reveal.
Mom sound like a straight Bonita betrayal. That's what it is, betrayal. Sometimes, man, you be having parents out here that do be hating on the success of their kids. I don't know why that is, because at the end of the day, that's your child. You should be happy for them. And if they are successful, I'm pretty sure that they gonna shower you with some of the fruits of their labor. You know what I mean? So like, why you gonna hate on them? You know what I mean? It Mom's on that demon time. Let's just call it what it is. Her mom's on that demon time, straight up.
When I caught you, Sandra, you got mad. And because you couldn't backtrack and you knew I had heard you, you made up a reason saying that I was being aggressive. When I pressed your ass and I questioned you about it and I lost my cool pregnant when I was crying in your sorry ass dining room in the motherfucking projects, bitch, you told me what? Just take me to the airport. Just take me to the airport. You were walking in a circle. You want to lie? You was walking in a circle saying, take me to the airport. You would not acknowledge your lies, just like you've done my whole entire life. But let me tell you, in 2019, I had a dream. My entire family, except myself, my daughter, and my great-grandmother, who has passed away when she was 90 years old, was sitting on a hill.
Damn.
The rest of my family was on a train. Everybody was on the train bashing me except my auntie Cece and my grandma Linda. In the dream, looking back on it, it was like they were on the train to make sure it went the way that it went. But I don't know what y'all have said against me now, because looking at it now, the way the dream ended, I remember sitting next to my grandmother on a hill, watching this train full of my entire family. Myself, Skylar, and Grandma was the only one sitting on the hill. This is when I got to Baltimore, okay? 2 years before what's finna happen now, or what has happened yesterday, right? All I know is my grandmother was sitting there. She's talking to me, and I'm sad. I'm like, why they left me out again? Because that's all y'all ever done, because I don't fit the stupid-ass, country-ass narrative. So I say, why they left me out, Grandma? She say, don't worry. You gonna sit right here with me. And we watching the train, and y'all all on the train bashing me. And then Grandma starts laughing. And then the train was going smooth, and it was a nice train. But then the train started going out of control. The train started going fast, fast, fast. What? Grandma told me to look at the front of the train. I looked at the front of the train. There was no conductor. For the first time in a dream, I looked left, and I looked at Grandma, and she was wearing the conductor hat, and she was sitting with me. First time in the dream, I was able to look at Grandma and keep my eyes on Grandma while my daughter sitting with me. See, I was so focused on the fucking train. I was so focused on not fitting in and wanting to be a part of some shit that even my grandma didn't call me. Her bloodline, she didn't even call me to stay there alone. I was supposed to grow up with my dad because he built me to everything that I was now. And I'm looking at Grandma, and then she starts laughing. And then the train goes out of control. And then the motherfucking train crashes. And it ain't not one caboose left standing. In other words, spiritually, Grandma Jessie always taught me, God told me to tell you that you always been set apart. Now let's get into this. I get a call from social services. This person is upset with y'all. My mama ain't told the family why she ain't got Skylar. You told them lies. That's what I heard. But based on what she told me, she said that you couldn't get my kid because you ain't passed your drug test. Still trying to maintain some level of decorum. I sat on the phone and I talked to this lady for 34 minutes. I asked her a particular question. She called back, and I'm finna tell you what it was. You couldn't get my kid. My daughter's lawyer and the defense didn't think you were equipped. I don't know what you have told the family. I don't even care what you have told the family. But let me tell you how God makes things come full circle, ma'am. And then we're going to get into the lies that you told, but you're not even considering the timeline that it would involve my father. And I don't care what me and my daddy been through. You ain't never in your life going to talk about or lie on my daddy. You better keep that shit in your family, because my daddy made sure that I ain't come up nothing like y'all. Period. At all. Okay?
There it is right there. There it is. Mom's is on demon time. Obviously, she probably mad that the man that she did lay down with, he done got away. He living his life. He probably got somebody that's treating him right and everything going right. And she just bitter. And then she, got the daughter from him. And she love her pops. And she represent for her pops. And that's the way she's going about her life. And Mom's is probably not even feeling that. So she got to be on demon time, which is just straight up sad, man. Like, damn, it's supposed to be your child. You got to support them and love them, what they doing in life.
So all I know is the woman tells me that either you didn't take the drug test or you took it and there were drugs found either in the test, or the reason you didn't take it because you did everything else is because you knew you was on drugs. But you knew when I got in the car, when you got me from Cobb County Jail, I hadn't seen you in 2 years. I think I saw you like in passing maybe twice, and something wasn't right with you. And I mentioned it to your son. Me and her have a phone conversation. She said, yeah, even the social worker thought something was a little bit off about her when she did the walkthrough. That's when she gave the immediate denial. I bet you didn't tell the family that, since everything is still on me. Woman, we have not spoken since you threw me back in jail in May. This is the paperwork where we have a restraining order against each other. But can I tell you what's crazy? I called you out about something not being right and thinking that you was on some kind of drugs, ma'am. And then now I'm talking to this person from Department of Children and Family Services, ma'am. And they're saying either you didn't take the drug test, which is a fail, or if you did take it, they didn't want to go too much far into detail. They saying that there must have been some kind of drug in there. I asked them, was it booger sugar or was it dog food? And they said, no, it's more along the lines of opiates. I said, I can understand that because she was taking care of an older man. When I got to her house, he was gone and she didn't give me no explanation. I thought that was really, really weird. Now let's get into the next fact. Your son ain't shit. Wow. I hope you sit down, because I hope you never, ever think I'm going to come to your rescue. They locked me up in Cobb County Jail, and I had to spend 8 days in jail because you told them crackers that I had an AK-47 and told you was going to be the next to die. Then on top of that, you showed them all of these text messages that I never got to see, nor did they compare notes with my phone. But what I do remember is the cop, when they were locking me up, he asked his partner, do it seems like you on some kind of substance? The white cracker bitch said, you seem a little loopy. That's what she said. She
What? A little loopy? What? Hey, man, I ain't never heard that one before, man. But, man, Moms is really out here wilding, man. Straight up. You telling people your daughter got an AK? Like, man, what is going on out here in these streets? Like, real talk, man, for real.
She said, you seem a little loopy. And they still locked me up. Later to find out that you tried to bash me and prematurely send the text messages to my caseworker. My caseworker said that they were from a text app, and she asked you why was your number at the top. You so illiterate in technology because you middle-aged. You didn't understand that if you're going to use a fake number, you can't text yourself and then send the person a text message, because if your number's at the top, that means you contacted yourself. I sat in jail for 8 days, and this is where it get crazy. When I get out of jail and I go to my next defects case, the lady that's my social worker that was going to clear up everything about the text messages and why my mother was not a good fit, and the lawyer who seen the text messages that were falsified by my mom, who was going to stand with me when they gave me a continuance, both were removed from my case. I don't have the social worker anymore, and my public defender got changed. And on the day of court, on the 27th of July, that's when I found out I had a new lawyer who didn't know what was going on. I've been through it. Seems a little funny to me, but it's cool because God replaced the old social worker with a new social worker, and she got things done more than the other social worker in a week. And I'm still fighting to get my kid. But long story short is, I talked to my brother. I told him my mama seemed like she was on drugs. And instead of you listening to me, you going to ask me on the phone why I'm in jail. You going to make sure to say on the phone, well, you sent me some crazy text messages too. And then refused to give me my stepdad's number because you wanted me to stay in jail too. I never seen my great grandmother after she gave me that dream and God used her to give it to me. She told me, I'm going to see you again in a particular summer season, and you're going to know. I have been trying to put out offerings. I have been trying to do everything to contact my grandma, never knowing that this was the summer that she did her big one. Everything been working in my favor. I got an apartment.
That's what's
and
up.
2 months after I got out of jail. My mama's fake. Your shit didn't stick. They gonna drop this case. I'm fighting my case. But I've got everything done that I need to get done. Got a new apartment, trying to get my daughter back, trying to make sure I maintain the money that y'all took. You took my car. And my little brother, I hope you never need me anyway either, because the only way your mama could have stole my car and put it in her name is if you signed it over to her. And you know I paid you $4,700. In conclusion, me and my little brother signed a promissory note, signed it together. He don't even know. I'm still contemplating if it's worth the lawsuit. My mother is lying to the family now, telling everybody how I was promiscuous. And apparently one of my cousins that wrote me, that I talked to on the back end still, and nobody ever knows about our connection, you're telling everybody I had 2 abortions. Bitch, I lived with my daddy from 9th grade to 12th grade. My daddy ain't never took me to no clinic for no abortion. I ain't never laid on no table of no abortion. Before I left Florida, my grandma took me to get my first OBGYN appointment, and I got my birth control, and I was on birth control all the way until I was 28. I got pregnant at 29. So I don't know what you talking about. You need to always, always remember, you can't out-articulate me, you can't out-spirit me, and you damn sure can't out-God. So you want to lie on me, I'm going to continue to tell the truth about you. I have never in my life laid on a table and had a soul snatched out of my body.
All right, y'all, we back, man. Yo, that mom's is on another level. She wildin', like, throwing your child out 8 months pregnant, then you lying on her, having her sent to jail. Hey man, it all come back like she said. So I'm happy that she getting her stuff together. She got an apartment. Hopefully she can get her kid back and get a car and everything, and just, you know, continue to go on with her life. You know, hopefully she can get back into track and field and end up at somebody's high school and coaching them, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So, but man, this is just, man, I don't understand how individuals just on demon time against your own kids, your own flesh and blood. Like what Tyrese said in Baby Boy, your own flesh and blood. Man, come on, man. But hey, it is what it is. Individuals is rocking like that. They on demon time. They don't care who know it, and they don't care. They just don't care, man. So check it. That's all I got for y'all on this reaction. So appreciate y'all. Y'all stayed around this long, man. Hey, this was crazy, man. But if you already subscribed to this channel, or if this is your first time, make sure you smash that like button. Go ahead and share this reaction channel. Also, drop your comments below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so you know the next time I post my next reaction video. Until the next time, y'all know the vibe. Peace.